This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hello, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Nice title.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Nice.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well,
And
good
then
for
one
him.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did he come to work and it was empty like this, or everybody disappear? Seems a little odd. Okay. Can't grab or touch anything.
But Stanley simply couldn't
Okay.
handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No.
Don't want that to happen.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
Alright,
Then
I'm gonna
days.
wait.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he
Looks
knew
like
for
the
sure
clock's not
beyond
moving that
any doubt
fast.
was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Alright, somebody speak to me then.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What the fuck? There's paper all over the floor. I wasn't there before. Or was it? I don't remember. That's kind of creepy. Let's just close my office. Alright. Blacked out, apparently. After years of waiting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Looks like there could be memos all over this place.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? A goofy coffee mug. Maybe there's a clue in this plant.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Sorry, man. I just turned off a computer monitor. Okay. I think I've gone around and touched every little thing in this office. So. Okay. Some bright lights outside. God. Well, that computer's on. Can't get in there. Be my Valentine. turn off all the computers. What does that say? I have fallen. How the... I can't read it. Awaiting input. Oh, I'm on top of a desk. Input received. Okay, I'm trying to input. All right. I hate Mondays. Okay. Lot of locked doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to? Let's close that door. Just 'cause you told me to. I can't close either. Then we'll go in the right one in spite of you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in? Well, let me drink it in then.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. The room
Okay.
so utterly captivating that even but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is he talking about this one? Oh, that light just turned on? That's strange. Let's not listen to you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. What do we got? Big warehouse. Oh, there's a truck. There's anybody down there. Can I get over here?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who's
Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Danger everywhere. That's not a normal sign you see. Creepy doors. Alright, it's getting a little bit more spookier.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. Alright, buddy. I'm going through the blue door. Take the blue pill.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Where? This hallway's gone. Look, no, buddy. Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
It's over here now. Close that red door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
That's creepy looking. Okay.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I don't like stabbing in the dark.
Go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Well, now I'm not sure if I want to take your option. Your little third option. I am curious though, it does look different. Okay, whatever.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay. Alright, let's think about this. I think yeah, third option. Probably about a 4.
So we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Yeah, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. I guess this is real leaderboard. Okay. So no. This is 9. Oh, you think you get to the correct door? I am ranked 9,328. Why not ask some friends for help? Friends list empty. No, it's not. Only 3% of the player choose blue door. Alright. Let's go through this one now.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, not really. I mean, I was ranked 9,000. That's a lot of doors.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game
is a terrible game.
Once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it
play it for 4 hours
to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
But we don't want to see the baby. How do I save the baby? No!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Whoa.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
This isn't fun. I don't want to see him build a house.
Does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only
You made a little dirt home.
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Just... Holy shit, this game is wild. I can't jump, I can't leave. You can't jump? What a sweet achievement. Alright, I'm inside.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Is it gonna walk me through Minecraft? Oh wow, and it's got the music too.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, I didn't bring any lights. Oh my god, this is gonna end with me getting destroyed by a creeper or something.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
This isn't fun. You can just pick whatever game he wants to play.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Get me out of here, narrator. This fucking portal. Well, you know what, narrator? In all these games, I could have jumped.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
How did...
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue...
Oh, what the... Fuck. What the fuck is this place? Work in progress. What is going on? How? Oh my god, this game is fucking wild. It's actually kind of creeping me out. What is going on? It's dark. I don't like it. What happened to the nice warm office with paper all over the floors? Lights, yes. Take me to lights. What the fuck is all this? Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
I did miss
That
you,
is
narrator.
what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Does he want me to exit, or what does he want me to do? Oh man, he threw me all the way back here. Alright,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
turn off that computer.
Stanley
again,
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Wait.
memo.
Wasn't it facing the opposite way? Oh, I don't even remember anymore. After that confusing event.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Okay.
door on his left.
Okay, let's do it this time. Yes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Wait. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. That's hilarious. What is hot? Profits. Desport portion in the primary review? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Wait, what is this little... Throw something in the ideas bin? Oh man. Can we, no, I don't think we can do anything in here. Oh, what is this, broom closet? Holy shit, a door I can open?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You make me wanna
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Just 'cause you're telling me that, I might stick around.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet LA.
Alright, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, not happening, bud. Maybe you'll make me play Minecraft again. Which, I'm fine with. What's over here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
And some narrators talking.
None of it made any logical sense.
What the?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
That I'm going around in a circle?
Example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! Yeah, this is all a dream. Oh,
let's go
what
backwards.
A relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed
Why can't I wake up?
asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is the $100 million
Now the voice
question.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all
Why am I
people
still
in their
going
dreams,
around?
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I'm in control.
That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
I'm awake.
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought.
Just wake up, Stanley.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
I was so happy.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm gonna be right back in that situation. Oh man.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? And everything went black.
Holy shit.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like
What happened to
another.
Stanley?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body
Oh,
of a
God.
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
Stanley.
then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned around.
I better not be back in that original office. Oh my god.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from
Yes.
then on, he would never be alone.
Yes, I
ever
won't be
again.
alone if I go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I will always listen to you, all-knowing narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here
Wait,
either.
tips for not getting
Feeling
fired.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs to the boss's office. Boss ain't here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
And the
life.
huge office.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have
You're
known
right,
this.
unless some voice was telling me it. So I'm guessing I have to...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was
4-5. Got you.
2845.
I'm putting it in.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Whoa.
by sheer luck.
Secret
Amazing.
door.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah, creepy dark corner. Alright. Never seen an elevator with that kind of button.